Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So today is Wednesday, so that means it's a weigh-in update. So, I needed some time to think about what I was going to say or how I was going to do things. I needed to take my time recording this, so it's a lot later on now. You probably know that regarding the upload time. So, I have been vacant from YouTube for 12 days and within those 12 days I have eaten my weight in chocolate. It's just, yeah, it's been that kind of thing, and I have also been on a really bad and uncomfortable period in that time as well. So it's not been the greatest time. Last week I didn't face the scales with one thing and another. I didn't go. I'll 100% say that I'm glad. I knew I was going to see a gain last week because I'd been away at my parents' to see the ballet. I'd had a few lovely treats out, a lovely meal, some donuts, some snacks at the theatre, and it was lovely. And then I couldn't get my head back in it, and then and it's just gone on since. So today I went to group. I wasn't looking forward to it. If I could have got out of it, I would have very easily. But I've got to say I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went because if not, it would have just spiralled out of control. Yeah, it's not nice when you know you've gained weight. So I went to group today. I stepped on the scales and I didn't see what I had weighed or anything at group. And it was a taster session at group and some lovely food which was there. I'm not the greatest breakfast person ever, so I was like, I can't have, like, as much as it looks lovely, I can't have pumpkin soup at 9:30 in the morning or spaghetti and meatballs at 9:30 in the morning. So I had a lovely coffee and I bought a little like snack bar, these skinny bar ones, with me, so I had that while we're talking, and it looked absolutely lovely. So yeah, it was a lovely day in group. Then I went to work, had a jacket potato with some chicken, and I felt like in a good place. Like I was ready to do something about this week, be really, really positive. And then I was like, I need to see what the damage is, because I have to face it, and sometimes I need to face it head on, and that's what I've done. So without further ado, now before I tell you, a lot of you will say it's water weight, it's all this and that. It is what it is, and we can go into all the science and all that, but at the end of the day, this is what I gained this week. I gained £10. So I'm 13 stone 7.5 pounds with a weight loss of 1 stone 1 pound. So I saw that about 3:30, and that's the time when I sit down to record this video. And I did record this video, but it was me saying things which, it was just heat of the moment, and I was like punishing myself, saying lots of nasty things about myself, things, you know, like, why have you done that, it's self-sabotage, you know better, you know where your food habits are, you know this, you know that, and it was so negative and it was so like bashing myself. I even wrote a list of like what I can't have this week. Can't have chocolate crisps, take out fancy coffees, white bread, and things which I'm going to have: fruit, vegetable salad, rice, couscous, pasta, sugar-free pop. Make sure you have your healthy A and B and weigh and measure. And I was like, and that's what I told myself, like, we're going to be on a strict diet, we're going to punish ourselves, or we're going to make myself feel hungry and all that. And that was the video. And I thought, I need some time out. That's like the real version of how I felt in that moment. So took Grace dancing. I've cooked tea. We've had spaghetti bolognese, all sin free, absolutely gorgeous. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had some self-care. So I've taken myself off. I've had a lovely relaxing bath. I've put a hair mask on my hair. I've blow dried it. I've put face masks on, moisturiser, serum. I've got some gorgeous like newish house clothes. And in that time, taking that time out for myself, made a nice coffee. Vicky got me this mug. It says feeling fabulous. I'm ready now to go. We ain't having that. I'm not going to rip myself apart, because what does it do? It does nothing. So what I have done is I've made a plan. I've made a plan of action. I have planned my meals. I have thought about things which could get in the way. So the weekend is my downfall. We've got nothing on this weekend apart from like the kids' activities, but apart from that there's nothing going to get in my way. And I can do this. I can have a really positive week, and there's no need for me to feel hungry. There's no need for me to restrict certain foods or anything like that. It's just going back to the plan which I really enjoy and going, that's that week. Yes, it's not been the greatest week, you know, you've done things which you shouldn't have, but the heat of the moment, you've ate loads of chocolate, you've ate loads of food, and this is it. And I know that there'll be waterway, there'll be what I wore. I wasn't in my like lighter clothes. I'd had breakfast and I had a cup of coffee before I stepped on. There's lots of different factors into it, but taking all that away, that's what it was when on the scales, and that's what I've got to deal with at the end of the day. So I've prepped my breakfast, I've prepped my lunch for tomorrow, and I've got the slow cooker out ready for my evening meal for tomorrow. So even just making those few little changes already, I feel like I'm in control and I'm ready to crack on with this. So I'm in a really good mindset now. If I had not acknowledged that how negative and how awful I was talking about myself, I'd have probably gone into like proper diet mode and really like punish myself for something which, you know, it's life at the end of the day. And the worst thing you could do is try and beat yourself up and make yourself feel worse than you already do at the end of the day. Whereas now I feel good. I really am feeling good. I feel happy. I feel ready to crack on. Fresh start this week. And I know that this is just a part of the journey, you know, in a couple of months' time I won't remember this. It's just part of it. But I've got to learn from it. I've got to remember that having a period is gonna be once a month. So I've really got to think about it since I'm getting older. And I'm seeing that my periods are changing. I am speaking to the doctor and things. So I've got to put things in plan when I know that it's about, probably when I'm due on or on the period, that I'll have to just maybe reduce chocolate, because at that time I can't just have a little bit because I need the whole thing. You know, it's just looking at the bigger picture. But I really want to be sat here in spring and summer and feeling really confident in my skin and loving the clothes I'm wearing and not feeling uncomfortable. That really means a lot to me than the actual scale weight itself, and that's what I'm keeping holding on to. Like, spring, when spring starts and summer starts, that the clothes I wore last year still feel fabulous on me, kind of thing. And that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling positive, and I'm ready to crack on. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do what I eat in a day, but I am going to document everything I eat, and hopefully I can make a sort of vlog with it. I've just got to be kind to myself. That's what I've learned. So yeah, and I just want to thank people who personally reached out to me to see if I was okay. It really did mean a lot. I've not answered you back or anything. I was just not in the right, I just didn't know what to say, kind of thing. But I'm feeling good, and I'm ready now to, you know, get back to it. You know, the only way is forward, and let's just keep going forward with positivity, eating healthy, feeling better, and having a positive mindset. So I hope you've had a better week than I have. I hope you have a fabulous week ahead, and if you are struggling, it's okay. Seriously, it is okay, and I'm just taking each meal as it comes. I have planned a few things in, a few meals in, you know, just so I've got something in place. Yeah, so hopefully everything works out okay, and I'm sat here next week with a good weight loss, because that's what I'm aiming for. So as always, sending huge positive thoughts. See you soon. Bye.